he will take the championship lead today. Certainly if he wins this race, even if he finishes 4th, I'm expecting Cody Quigley. How many points would he score? Yeah, he'd score enough points. It's just first taking the start here. And it looks like the 19 got his hand in the air. Not sure what that's about. That's Elliot Doyle. Is he happy? Looks happy enough now. The 4 of them coming through Luna Bend. One more time. I'm struggling to keep up with your questions, guys, but I'll try and catch up after this race, or perhaps during this race. We'll see how this race pans out. We'll bring the Twitter feed in again as well. Let's just take these tweets in, and already we've got the 88 kart of Cody Quigley, who's got the lead, and it is the novice in is it the novice in second place? It is the 27 kart of Matthew Wright, the novice in second. Elliot Doyle, more experience, but down in 3rd place, and Oliver Founds at the moment, the other novice in the race, they're in bringing up the rear. But we've got looks like we may have, well, I'm saying 2 battles developing. I'm expecting Cody Quigley, based on earlier performances, really, guys, to be honest. I think he's got way too much experience for the rest of the field. He's the class of the field today in a very small field. There's 4 of them in it. I'm expecting Quigley just to clear off. He's already got 3/4 of a second lead at the end of the first lap over the valley. One more time. That battle we'll have to keep an eye on between Doyle and Founds for 3rd and 4th place. That could be very interesting. That's the 27 kart we're looking at. Matthew Wright, the novice, 48.45 on the last lap. It was literally 3/4 of a second slower than the race leader. That's why the race leader took that lead forward. And pretty much this is in the earlier 10 lap heats. We had Quigley winning by 14 seconds in the heat that I watched earlier on. So that's an average of 1.4 seconds a lap. He's not quite got that average at the moment. See what the gap is now. It was 0.77 last time, and it is now 1.37. So yeah, he's about 3/4 of a second quicker than the man in second place, Matthew Wright. Doyle's put in a 48.17 to Founds on a 48.67. Founds the novice, Elliot Doyle a little bit more experienced. Matthew Wright's put in a 47.53. Fastest lap at the moment is to Quigley on a 36.93, which is 0.6 quicker than Matthew Wright's fastest lap in second place. Let's see if I can bring some of the Twitter feeds in for you guys. We'll just select them all for you and bring them in while this race is going on. So we've got a few things to look at, and we can comment on them. Oliver Founds, what class of karts do you like? I'm assuming this is Oliver Founds that's on track at the moment. He must have tweeted this earlier on, obviously. What class of karts do you like? Well, for me, KZ. I like TKM, but KZ is my favourite. Well done, Will Chadwick, pole for the Junior Max final. But that was Paul Chadwick tweeting earlier. Unfortunately, Paul, it's all gone pear-shaped for Will, and he's ended up down the field, but he will still hold on to the championship lead. Great live stream. I can see your van, says Oliver Founds. Well, he can see his van as he goes through that left-hander. He'll be looking at our van right there. And that is Oliver Founds, in fact, who's tweeted that. Great live stream. I can see your van. That is Oliver Founds. You can see our van. It's on the right of this camera positioning, backed up on the bank. That is the race leader. Oliver, again, asking what I like. I think I've already answered that. Paul Chadwick's tweet we've already seen, of course. And there was one I think I may have missed as we look at the 88 kart, my son's number here at Three Sisters. And we actually won the championship here in Minimax using 88. So it looks like Cody Quigley trying to do the same. He's got the best number on, obviously. And to go through Luna one more time. And the lead now he has is 2.2 seconds. So he's not getting away quite as quick as he was in the earlier race. 2.2 as he goes through the line with 7 to go, rather, 5 gone, and 2.89 seconds is the lead now. So literally he's pulling over a second a lap on drivers in the field during the heats earlier on, but not quite as quick now. 27, there he is, Matthew Wright in second place, 47.37 his fastest. Quigley set purple sector again at 46.08. 8.5. Elliot Doyle still there in third place on the 19 kart. We may get to have a look at Elliot in just a bit. There he is. So that is 27. If we drop back behind 27, we'll see Elliot Doyle in third on the 19 kart as he come out. So 185 metres, guys, from that apex there to the turn one. This is our first look, or I say first look, this is a look at Elliot Doyle there in third place. So Oliver Founds it is who is passing our van pretty much right now. Down the straight, that is the 19 again. Another look at Elliot Doyle coming down off the valley. You see the elevation change on the valley, it goes up. It's quite steep there, especially if you walk it. If you stand there, it's got to be 11, 12 feet, I would think, from turn one up to the peak of the valley. And then you're coming down into the right and left-hander. Great overtaking on this track, of course, guys. If you've never raced here, you really should come and race, especially as they've spent recently, the new management, 250,000 of the Queen's finest Irish pound coin, or Irish pound coins, well, British pound coins, shall we say, English pound coins, whatever you want to call them. £250,000 has been spent on the track resurfacing here. It was long overdue, I have to say, but the track is looking absolutely magnificent. Somebody asked me earlier, there's a chance Super 1 might be coming back to Wigan. I wouldn't rule it out, but I did speak to somebody in the management when I came here on Friday, and she said pretty much next year is already booked up every single weekend. So I'm not sure whether John Hoyle has talked to the club about it, talked to the track about it, but if he hasn't already, then the likelihood is Super 1 probably not going to come here next year, to be honest with you, because I think, according to the management, they are already booked. That's another look at the 27 car, Matthew Wright. Great class this is, Minimax, although not many here on track today. We sometimes, apparently, the club will let these go out on the back of the junior Rotax grid, just to have less classes on track, give everybody more track time. Paul Chadwick's tweet coming up again. Sorry about your race there, Paul, but he's saying well done, Will, for putting it on pole. It was well done. Let's have a look at Esselmont. Go Ben, some great racing happening. MBKC Three Sisters. Thanks for the live stream, I think that is. Thanks very much, guys, for all of your appreciation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, of course. And if you want to know about karting here, both at MBKC and in the country, just find out more about karting here at Wigan. Check out Wigan's website, or Manchester and Buxton Kart Club website, mbkc.co.uk, or facebook.com/MBKC 2017. So that's on Facebook and the website. And to find out about more about karting and your local kart circuit here in the UK, and I've said this before, I say it again, ABKC, Association of British Kart Clubs.org.uk. So Association of British Kart Clubs, you can Google them. There will be a kart circuit somewhere near you guys in the country, wherever you live. I guarantee it. There will be one. You've never heard of it, possibly. But if you want to know more about karting, go to your local club before you start buying karts. Find out what's racing there, because not all clubs have the same classes racing. And then you can pick the kart with the biggest grid, for example. If you were in Junior X30, in Junior, for example, old enough to do juniors, then you could buy either a Junior X30 possibly, or a Junior Rotax, maybe Junior TKM. But if there's 20 Junior Rotax and there's only 2 Junior X30, then you buy a Junior Rotax. Obviously, don't buy a Junior X30 and race on a grid of 2 if you can get away with it. Of course, if it's vice versa, then you would buy the other track of the other track. You can buy a track, of course, if you want to. You can buy the other brand of kart, the other make of kart engine, and pretty much these engines will go on the same kart. So you can buy a kart and fit one type of engine. If you don't get on with it, you can always swap it over sometimes in some of the classes to something else. But in this club, for example, we've just seen the Junior X30, or the Junior Rotax race rather, and the Junior X30 is just 2 on the grid. So find out where your local kart circuit is, abkc.org.uk, And the checkered flag is out for the leader, Cody Quigley. Comfortable victory. What did he win by in the end? We're still waiting for Matthew Wright to come. He was 8.76 behind after the last lap, 9.73 behind by the end. It's Elliot Doyle, that comes through for third place, and it will be Oliver Founds, whose tweet we saw earlier, of course, that will come through in fourth place. Going to take just a quick, very slight break just to get a drink, guys, because I've not stopped since it started. I'm going to try and check some of your questions. Be back with you in a second. Spectators everywhere here at Three Sisters.